Hey everybody, Shep here. Today is September 13th and I thought I would show my fall garden, which is not very big. So all I've got here is I've got 36 broccoli plants, and I've got two varieties. One is Green Magic and one is Diciccio. And I've grown Diciccio before and it done real good for me. So I was trying this other variety to see how I thought it was. Now, really growing broccoli, it's about the only, like I said, it's the only thing I do grow right now anyway in a fall garden. And I started these from seeds. It was like it's like the very end of July, like July 29th or July 30th, somewhere along in there. Like I said, I got these, and then I planted them down here where my green beans were. And the garden kind of got weeds taken over. But that's what happens in late summer. But anyway, we got this worked down. And then I got this, took my big electric fence that was around the whole garden, took it down and put the small one, keep the rabbits and stuff out. And it's been really dry here, so I just towed this and watered them all. It's funny because it's funny what weeds are. You know, I have heard it said before that a weed is just a plant that's out of place, and that's really the case here, because there was a lot growing here, but it's funny what they were. You know, it was a lot of volunteer green beans and a lot of volunteer sweet corn, so they were real thick in here. And I took the little tiller through here yesterday, and then I hoed the rest around the plants today. Kind of hate getting super intensive when it's as dry as it is, but at least it's not too many plants, so I can water them. Now, the reason I don't grow broccoli, I love broccoli. It's one of my favorite vegetables. And the reason I don't grow it in the summer garden with the rest of this stuff is because I've never had it do well. Here, the ground stays wet in the spring. And, I mean, I never get anything planted earlier than usually around the 15th of May is the absolute earliest I can plant anything, which is, you know, kind of late for broccoli. And a lot of times it's later than that when I actually get to plant stuff. So I just started planting it as a fall garden, and I've had great success with that. It's not too bad to grow. The biggest problem that I run into with it is this will probably be my third or fourth year doing it this way, planting it in the fall. And the biggest thing that I've run into is the cabbage worms and stuff that get in it. But there's a really good product you can get. It's what I use, and it works great. So the first year I grew it, like I said, it had tons and tons of worms in it, and I had to really go through once I harvested it and make sure I got all of them out of it because they were bad. So I looked for some solutions, and my friend told me about this stuff that's called BT. And what it actually is it is like a bacteria type stuff, and it's a completely organic thing. It's labeled organic, and you spray it on the plant. Basically, you want to coat the leaves of it real good, and when the caterpillars eat it, the bacteria kills them. And it's non-toxic to humans. I think it's labeled that you can spray it up until the day of harvest. So it's cool that it's organic. It's not something bad, not something that I worry about messing with. And it works really well. The first time I did it, I could see them on here, on the plants. and sprayed it, and the next day I came back out and it had smoked them. They were on the plant and they were dead and brown, and I couldn't believe how good it works. I forget what the label says, but I end up spraying it about once a week, because the thing is, you know, there's always, the moth lays eggs and they're always hatching out. So as long as you keep on it, it works really, really well. The brand that I use is called Thuricide. If you're looking for it, that got really good reviews, and that's what I've used. And yeah, that's really the only problem I've ever had with broccoli, other than, you know, other types of rabbits or whatever eating them, hence the electric fence. So yeah, that's my fall garden. Some things to think about that I might plant next year in a fall garden is, I think I may do my celery. Here it is growing over here. And I did not plant this in a good spot. I planted it next to these Mexican sunflowers, and they got way too big. Well, I mean, they didn't get too big. That's just what they do. But they shaded it, and it was way too close. But I kind of had stuck it in here. Anyway, this stuff is bad. It wasn't any good, so that was kind of a waste. But may look at planting that. The only problem with doing celery is it's a really long season type thing. So we'll see. It's, you know, gardening's a learning process, so, you know, we'll see. Really, the garden down here, it's about done. This is where I had my Great Northern beans. I have picked and shelled, as of right now, I have shelled about three and a little over 3 quarts of shelled beans out in quart jars. So that was pretty good off of this, you know, 50-foot row, and I've still got like I'll at least get another quart. I may have a little bit more. So a little over 4 quarts of shelled beans. That's going to be more than I need for a year, so that's cool. This is where the broccoli is. This is where my green beans are. You can see where the sweet corn was. Carrots did not do well. Once again, they just did not get big. I think next year I'm gonna experiment with making a bigger mound. The potatoes, I've yet to dig them. I've only dug a small section there, and from what I dug, they did really well. So I'm kind of putting off digging these because I'm not really, depending on how many I'm gonna have a lot of potatoes to do something with. So if you guys would like to see me when I harvest the potatoes, kind of see what I get, I'll probably do a video of that. Tomatoes about done, and peppers are still hanging on. Of course, peppers, you know, they just keep going and going. But anyway, I just wanted to make a little video. This is really about all that's been going on. Just me taking care of the broccoli. It's the last plants of the year. So, all right, everybody. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.